never match me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20.
Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Go now. 10-2 stop. Who that? Get it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it. Here's Dillon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. And this is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there. On first down, Dillon. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Here we go. 90, Wolf. 56. Ready?
They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
On third down, Gannon. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Gannon. And he rifles one incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
56 to Mike.
He finds Taylor, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Lewis here on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It's Xavier Rhodes there in on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, Alpha. 56-5.
To throw on second down. Gannon complete. This is Lewis. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yards.
Okay.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Off play action. Gannon. He'll let this go for the end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll drop the throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay, and it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Go. 70, 80.
Looking to throw on second down. Gannon, he's got the first down and more inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give, running right is Lewis. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now they'll run with Lewis. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
From the gun on 3rd down, Gannon. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down. It's Lewis. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
They'll try to run for it. Lewis. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And they're able to run it in. It started with the back.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. We take a look ahead at what's to come later tonight. Sunday Night Football, it'll be the Vikings and the Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And then tomorrow night, we've got the Seahawks and the Niners from Levi Stadium. And we were in the Bay Area for the Raiders on Thursday night. Now right back out to watch the Niners on Monday night. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now, Dillon. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those two hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does. Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. On 1st down, it's Lewis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line. 2nd and 11. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Gannon. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time in the Cincinnati first down. They'll run on 1st down. Dillon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Quick slant there, gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 5th. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Go, hey,
pick it up, defense. Let's go.
5.
2nd and 4. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. Now the ball comes loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Gannon. Wide open receiver, complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. The final shot before break. Gannon. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, it's Lewis. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. To throw on 2nd down, Gannon. He'll find Taylor, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, Gannon. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Back to throw. Gannon. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Peyton. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. They'll run now with Dillon. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From 10 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A second down run with Lewis. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They'll run on first down. Lewis. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A draw play here. Lewis. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
They'll stay with Lewis here on first down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Looking to throw. Gannon. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Again, it's Lewis. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And out now, here come the Bengals. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 2nd and 2. He'll check it down, complete to Dillon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. On the draw, here's Peyton. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Jonathan Bostic able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's 2nd and 8. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gannon. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
60 or.
Switch up, switch up. Check 43.
22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers.
To throw on 2nd down. Gannon, and this is incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and now it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw on 3rd down. Gannon. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ready? 70, Indy. Protein spell.
They run. This is Lewis. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
91.
They try again with Lewis. Lewis has the 1st down and then some. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync. Because early in the game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets. And you might not block them quite the way you want to, but as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you talk about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Lewis. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Shoot.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lewis. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Go, go. Bang two stop. Now.
On the draw, this is Lewis. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
On, set, 8, read.
I'm coming up to you. I'm coming up to you.
Hit it.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here.
Set, 60 or.
Two times. Hey, 4 down.
Ready.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for Baltimore, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be off to Oakland next week.
Fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden glow.